Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. How are you doing, Imam Asif?
Alhamdulillah wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. How are you?
Good. Alhamdulillah. So we wanted to pick up on the topic we had talked about yesterday. Basically, a few more different questions that have come up. So, for the families that are preparing food at home together and the sisters who are cooking, are they allowed to taste the food in order to not mess it up while they're fasting?
Yeah. Whether it's a sister or brother, whoever is cooking, the ruling will apply regardless of the gender. Majority of the scholar, that's Hanafi, Shafi, Hanbali, majority of scholar Hanafi, Shafi, Hanbali, they would say that if a person who is cooking food, if they feel a need that I need to taste my food to see if salt and everything is fine, then if there is a need to check, then it's permissible, that's according to majority, to taste the food, not take the entire bite and put into the belly, but to taste, just to put that in tongue to get the idea. And if there is no need and still you are doing putting a small drop in your on your tongue, then it's dislike, but if you swallow it and there's a good material of it, then it will invalidate your fast. So basically, it's a very thin line. And why they would give the permission of this? I know that for some people, when they will hear this for the first time, they will say, Astaghfirullah, where we are bringing this from. Actually, it's mentioned in Sahih Bukhari, Abdullah ibn Abbas radiallahu anhuma, when he was asked, he says, La ba'sa in tatamma al-qidr aw shay. Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhuma said that there is nothing wrong with tasting what is being cooked or whatever is being basically made for you. There's nothing wrong with it. This is mentioned in Bukhari. And same thing, almost same thing was said by Imam Ahmad rahimahullah, that he said, I prefer that he should or he or she should avoid tasting food when they are cooking. But if they does taste the food because there is a need, then there is nothing wrong with that. So basically, it's fine if there is a need, but we should not exaggerate in this, inshallah.
Inshallah, I appreciate the answers, and so we hope both brothers and sisters can cook together in Ramadan, inshallah, to increase the barakah in the food, and so hopefully no one will taste it. No one needs to taste it. So one of the other questions that comes often, especially from young people who have a lot of time, or even older people who have a lot of time, is can you kind of listen to music or watch TV? Some of those things you do outside of Ramadan, can you do those while fasting? And if not, how would you say we should substitute that time?
Actually, I will answer, but I know that you will answer this in a better way than me because you're more closer to them. So, when it comes to me, I'm only going to cover from the Sharia perspective that yes, of course, you can listen to music. You can listen to divine music instead of listening to Bon Jovi and Cardi B and Beyonce. You can listen to the famous reciter. It's divine music. It will connect you to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. That's recitation of the Quran. So try to replace it with the recitation of the Quran. If that's too hard of a transition, too difficult of a transition, then go slowly with the nasheed. There are so many nowadays on YouTube that are going to give you what you need for, obviously, from a halal perspective, no dirty lyrics. And subhanallah, modern day music, most of it is actually pure filth. Please correct me, Zubair, if I'm not mistaken. Subhanallah,
You're
this
right.
I focus more on lyrics than the music in and of itself. Every other word is an abuse and is curse word and is subhanallah. We, whether you're talking about hip hop or rock music, even in the past, although vast majority of scholars say it's haram, there are some scholars like Ibn Hazm who says with these conditions music will be halal. Even Wallahi, uqsimu billah, I've read Ibn Hazm, if he was alive today and if he would listen to this hip hop music, he'll be the first person who would say this is haram. so, so again, Ramadan is the best time to leave any bad habit, any haram thing. So start in this month of Ramadan, replace it with the recitation of the Quran or the nasheed, and then eventually, inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will going to support you and help you, inshallah, to come purely, completely towards the recitation of the Quran, inshallah.
And just generally about TV as well, because although, like you said, the content actually may not be as bad. I might be watching a house hunter show or something on National Geographic, but Is this legally allowed to do, and also kind of spiritually, where do you recommend this to have a place in our fast?
So yeah, whether you talk about TV or social media or cell phone, I mean, our generation. When I say our, actually, their generation below us, I don't think so that they are watching TV anymore because they have the cell phone. The rule of thumb is if you use it in an appropriate way, you'll get reward. If you use it in an inappropriate way, you'll get sin. It's like a knife. You can cut the throat of someone, you'll get punished. You can cut the fruits and give it to someone, you'll get the reward. So you don't want to waste your time in Ramadan. Each and every moment in Ramadan is precious. So do something which will benefit you either in this dunya, or if not, then eventually in akhirah. So if TV, cell phone, whatever is just wasting your time, you're watching the same YouTube clip 10 times a day, or watching the same cartoon on TV, or playing the video games which won't give you anything, not in dunya, not in akhirah. So why you want to waste your time, especially in the month of Ramadan? Do something which will bring you close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or at least beneficial in dunya. Go and do your homework if you don't want to recite the Quran. But these things might not be very beneficial, especially when it comes to video games. I'm not saying it's haram. Please, parents, don't play the card. Okay, mama said don't play video games. But again, do something beneficial. Then inshallah, eventually we can going to make this month use this month in an efficient way, inshallah.
Yeah, and like Imam Asif said, I think also what is important to have is consistency. And so, as there are thousands of resources online, thousands of imams who release videos every day like this about spirituality and fiqh issues and seerah, try to choose one specific video series that you keep consistent with. That will kind of allow you to fill some of those time. And if you end up playing video games or Fortnite or something, then as like Imam Asif said, as long as it's not filled with filth, then you should be okay legally. But if you keep consistent, then you're able to kind of push some of that away. So inshallah, we've taken a lot of your time today. So we'll see you tomorrow, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum, Imam Asif.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.